today. This is Tom Walker. He is going to be speaking about income and inequality. And here's Mr. Walker. And would you like the...
Which mic should he use?
I'll try this one. Thanks for coming today. This is great, a great turnout. And I was asked to fill in for another speaker, so I found out about this morning. But I'm not a stranger to Bernie. I've been a Bernie supporter, of course, ever since he declared, and we've been working here in Sarasota for several months, as you know. I'm proud to speak for Bernie. He's the first politician I ever found who embodied all my values and who felt like I did on all of the issues. I looked at his 12 points and they resonated, each one of them completely with me, and that's why I've been supporting him and working for him. I had a cutout of him full size where you could take your picture beside him. It's probably still over there in the cardboard.
Yeah, we've got it up.
You got it set up?
Keep blowing down.
Yeah, kept blowing down. All right, we got to prop him up. That's the idea here anyway, is to prop him up. So Arlene asked me to say a few words, to say why did I start out supporting Bernie? Well, I think it's an obvious choice. He's, first of all, one of the most honest politicians I've ever met. He doesn't take money from corporate donors or from billionaires. He takes money from people like us. And I feel like I can believe what he says. I don't think he's a politician. And he's been consistent in his values for many, many years. And he doesn't change each year or with each election. He doesn't tell you what you want to hear. So on the subject of income inequality, you know, when you look at Bernie's website, that's the core of his website. That's what he talks about. The disparity in this country, the richest country in the world, and yet that wealth is controlled mostly by a handful of individuals and corporations. He calls it a great moral issue of our time, and it is, because how can we be the richest country in the world with one of the largest percentages of people in poverty? Doesn't make sense. It means the distribution's not right. Now, I'm in the upper 5% or 1% or whatever. You know, I'm lucky. I've been a businessman. I've got plenty of money, but I'm for higher taxes personally, and I would be glad to pay higher taxes if it helps fix our country and rectify the situations we're in. Our healthcare is in, our education is in, and our roads are in. We need to redistribute some of that wealth and take it away from those greedy people who are keeping it all for themselves and rigging the laws in elections to make that continue to happen. Now, let me tell you, I've got a couple of notes here. The 1% share of pre-tax income was 23%. That's too much. And the top 1% of the top 1/10 of 1% of this country owns as much wealth as the bottom 90%. So, and all of the new income in the last 20 minutes has pretty much gone to the top 5%. I can't read these notes. I'll have to talk from memory. He wants to fix this problem in a number of ways. He wants to put a tax on Wall Street transactions, the hedge fund managers and so forth, and take away the loopholes of the corporation so that they can't offshore their money or so they can't hide their money and avoid taxes. He wants to spend money on infrastructure and hire Americans to do the same. He wants to make education free for everyone and at a university, a state university, and he wants to raise the minimum wage. As he says, anybody who works 40 hours a week should not have to live in poverty, and I truly believe that. He wants to double the minimum wage up to $15 an hour by 2020. I think you get the picture. It's all on his website, BernieSanders.com. So my point is, whether you make a lot of money or a little money, you can see the system's not right. It's not fair, it's not right, and we should do something about it. He's the only one, I think, that cannot be bought and that will do something about it. So thanks for being here. I was at a party an hour ago and a guy gave me $10 for Bernie just out of his pocket. I hope you'll make a donation today. I've already donated quite a bit myself already, and I plan to continue to. He sends out these appeals. He says, give $3 now, $5 now. That's the power of his base, because a lot of people will, and he can point to the number of donations and the number of dollars, and he's raised, at one point a few months ago, he had raised about as much money as Hillary had in the same 3-month period. When she's going to billionaires and $23,000 a plate dinners, he's getting $5, $10, $20, $30 donations. We have to keep doing that for him, and we can always, instead of that cup of coffee at Starbucks, we can give a little bit and help him out. So I plan to keep doing that. I hope you will too. And thanks for coming today, and we will see him in the White House. All right.